love combat sports, period. Jiu-jitsu, taekwondo, wrestling, anything about whooping ass and fighting with hands instead of weapons, or weapons that are not guns. You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect knives and swords and, nunchucks. I respect that shit. Because it takes more of a man and more of balls to be willing to get injured or injure somebody in that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. A gun is like a fucking little magic machine that's doing all the hard work for you. But I respect that too.
Now, off of boxing, to close it out, recently in your hometown, I was trying to get into this earlier, Texas, Lil Ronnie was gunned down with his daughter, a 5-year-old. You being such a prominent figure in Texas, what did you feel when you saw that occur?
Man, I just feel sad and for the little girl, and that she just had to be a part of that and be in the wrong place in the wrong time. But who's to ever say being with your father is being in the wrong place at the wrong time? A little girl should be able to be with her family and be with her parents whenever she wants to. But I also would have to say that, people just got to look at the fact of a lot of people shouldn't be involved in this street shit and be involved in the things that come with this rap shit and this street shit and being in groups and being associated with groups of people, and the things that you do and the things that other people do fall back on you because y'all in the same group and y'all associated with each other. Or even when you hustling, everybody got different shit going on, like, you know what I'm saying, how they make their money or how they hustling and shit like that. All of these things, if you're not doing them honest and fair and just, then they have repercussions for them. And sometimes the repercussions don't necessarily have the grace and the time to happen when you and your family would like for it to happen. Sometimes it may happen when your family get involved, and that's what's the responsibilities and the honor of being a man. And as a man, you should be leading yourself in a way and representing yourself in a way and making your decisions of who you choose to be friends, who you choose to represent and claim the same cliques and same groups, or who you decide to hustle with. If you hustling dice, selling weed, hard drugs, robbing, stealing, finessing people out their money. If you're doing anything that's unjust or not clean, or you're disrespecting people, or you are involved in groups of people that are disrespecting people, anything like that, and you're not holding accountability on yourself and the people that's around you that you connecting yourself with, then you're putting yourself and your family and the people that you love in danger. Mm. And that's not being a good man. That's not to say that you're not a man, but you just a man that's not necessarily thinking about the risk. And
men who lack awareness.
Yeah, you lack awareness. And to be aware is to be alive. Mm-hmm. So think of how much does that make sense to you? Yeah. If you're not aware, then life is not going to allow you to live. Mm-hmm. And awareness has levels to it. Mm-hmm. To be aware does not just mean that to look left and right before you cross the street. To be aware is to know who you playing with and who you fucking with. And maybe I shouldn't be playing with this person. Yeah. Maybe this person got a little more power and a little more reach than I think that they got. Or maybe this person may not let this thing go at the time that I think that they should let it go, or not take it as serious that I think that they should take it. But at the end of the day, nobody should put their hands on nobody should do anything to an innocent person or to a child or hurt a child, period. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, we would love and like for nobody to hurt a mother and stuff that either. But if we're going to be real, if we're going to be honest, if we're going to be gangster, when America go drop bombs on Syria or motherfucking the Ukraine go drop bombs on this person, they don't give a fuck about no kids. They care about killing this other country and we at war. We taking our shit. You know how many motherfucking kids getting killed all around the world because of wars, and people that's loving good families, and Christians and motherfucking Jews and the Muslims that go home and kiss their kids on the forehead after they drop the bomb on all of them peoples?
Yeah.
So that's what come with money and power and respect and playing with people's shit. Stop playing with people if you're not really like that.
Yeah.
If you're not really on it. And then being really like that, being really on that means that certain times you can't be with your family. Ain't no being a daddy. Because you chose this street shit. You chose to be a part of other people that's in the street shit. You chose to rob somebody. You chose to shoot dice a certain type of way. You chose to steal somebody weed. You chose to steal somebody chain. You probably got your chain stole and you sent the retaliation back for your chain getting stole. And now niggas want to come in, whatever it is in life. If you really living like this, your kid don't need to be riding in a car with you and sitting on a car watch, especially if you're not spending the money and making the decisions to where you got people with guns around you watching you and your child. Because you are a warrior, you are a man of honor, you a boss, you a rapper, you a gangster. Fuck a rapper. Mm-hmm. These people that want to be Bloods, Crips, and clique representatives and shit like that, okay, nigga, why you at a car wash without your respectable men around you?
Yeah.
Or if you know you don't got your city like that, if you know you don't got power over your city and respect over your city like that, if you know you're not feeding the wolves on every side of the street. I don't know. In my city, in my state, it's no such thing as that with me. I'm in every wolf's den in my city. It ain't no such thing as coming in my city and spending no money on me. I already spent that money with them. We already friends. They already love me. We already together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, if you're a person, it is big. That goes bigger than his situation. Even Dolph. I love Dolph. Respect the Dolph. Dolph legend. But as gangsters and as real niggas, we can sit in a room and even when my people that's PRE and family, we can sit amongst each other and be like, damn, bro, why bro did that? We love bro to death, but man, why bro do that to us like that? And this nigga, the smartest nigga in the world, we love bro. We look up bro and change our like, man, I wish I could have been there. In anybody's situation like that, you want to be the person to say, I wish I could have been there with bro to do the things that we normally do when we step out and do regular shit. I'm your brother or I'm your security or I'm the other people that's around you that's watching your back. You could play with your daughter and chill with your daughter and be your regular self and not worry about somebody coming to take your life or rob or steal from you. But those things come with expenses. Mm-hmm. Those things come with other people's business and other people's responsibilities and taking care of their personals and their kids because they away from their kids to make sure you could be with your kids. So guess, nigga, are you a boss or are you a king or not? Are you a leader or not? Are you a warrior or not? Are you a god or not? Because when you choose the title of being these things, then there comes with something that's called no excuses. If somebody smack me and my kid together and I'm a gangster and I'm living a gangster lifestyle, nigga, don't be feeling sad for my daughter and me because, nigga, unfortunately, my daughter daddy was a gangster. Yeah. And that's something for me and my family personally that we gotta take responsibility and accountability for. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they got things called money, bulletproof, security, guns, respect, protection, alliances. These things matter if you want to go outside and rep a color. If you want to be a part of a group of people that antagonize other people or do dangerous things. If you're in the cartel, if you're in any type of faction of gangster shit, violence, street shit, and you consider yourself something or other people consider you something, then that means you're what's called a target. It doesn't matter if you're a good target or a bad target, you are still a target. So why the fuck are you not protecting your bullseye? That's just what it is, bro.
Facts and respect.
You know what I'm saying? Now, again, condolences, peace, love, joy, fortune to the mother of that child, to the families of that child, you know, to people that lost lives, period. You know what I'm saying? Anybody in the world that lost a life, lost family members, my heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to everybody in the world. But, you know, sometimes in life, bro, people gotta die. Yeah. Some people gotta go. Some people do things and say things they think they're not gonna be held accountable for. And some people steal shit and do shit to people and hurt other people's feelings and hurt other people and take lives and think that nobody gonna come and take theirs. Like, You know what I'm saying? Life is a big bubble, and it's a huge levy scale. It's a scale. So whatever you take from life, you need to be given as much of that back. You know what I'm saying? If you want to stay here for a long time.
Yeah.
And I'm just a firm believer in that. Like, I try to give as much as I can. And I know a lot has been taken away from me. And sometimes I'm put in a position where I got to take from others. And that's just the dog-eat-dog world that we live in, of survival of the fittest in the jungle. But I wish we lived in a world where everybody could be friends and everybody could be all up under one unity, and all of our children and our families could all be peaceful. Because in not all races, but in other races on this level, meaning like regular community status. Once you get into the big millions of dollars, bro, it's no such thing as having big millions and big corporations and people not dying.
Yeah.
That's out of here.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody running no country, running no city, running no. You are only safe because of the people that are put in position of powers are killing people to protect you. I'm sorry.
Talk to him.
It hurts and it's fucked up and it's sad, but America is only the most powerful country in the world because of our military, not because of nothing else. Everybody else have obviously showed y'all that they could, not everybody, but the majority of the planet can make some of the resources and shit we got. They got phones, they got TVs, they got cars, they drive on the fucking right side, we drive on the left. Bro, the world is the world. But, you know, I wish peace and fortune to everybody that's involved in that situation. And for the future, it's like, I'm kind of numb to that shit because I've seen so many kids be murdered and killed unjustly in my community, in my upbringing, in my life, or just people in general, police brutality, killing people, kids, and at the end of the day, I be feeling like that shit fake when people be over into, oh man, y'all killing each other and niggas or black people, this, or we supposed to like, bro, everybody, like, nigga, a lot of the wholesomeness and the peaceful shit that people be on be fake. Like, you ain't really for that shit. Because you'll be antagonizing somebody to fight each other and hurt each other tomorrow for your entertainment.
Did you hear what Charleston said about it?
Briefly.
He was saying like, so we had him up here and I was trying to get him to like change what he was saying, but because I know what he felt, but he was saying, man, he was like, fuck that baby and fuck him. And he said,
I would never say that.
And he was saying,
I would
like,
never agree to that.
Facts. And he was saying,
I would never.
He was saying, I'm saying it
child.
because it ain't like what the baby went through. He's like, but I got my own shit that I got to deal with too, and they keep doing it. He's like, he actually mentioned what you mentioned about the babies in Syria and the babies in here and there. So what I wanted to say is like, does that bother you knowing, you know, Texas through and through, and that there's somebody speaking like that?
I feel like Charleston can say whatever the fuck he want to say. I fuck with some of the shit that he say, some of the shit I don't fuck with that he say. And I kind of feel like bro done put himself in a place where like he's a known snitch. Like he's a known, like from his original case that he caught when he was young to...
Because that video just went viral today.
Right, to the things that he do today. Like, even though some of it is for fake and some of it is for entertainment, he's a person that's just living in his truth and don't give a fuck. So I feel like people like that, if you a real street nigga or a gangster or just a real man of honor, you know when to take a person like that serious. And you never look at them as a threat. Because if you know what you capable of and what you do to people or what you can do, you will never look at a man like Charleston White as a threat. He's like a funny old nigga that has a peculiar vision and opinion, but it's a lot of truth in it's a lot of righteous. I hate to use righteous once a nigga start telling.
But like validity.
Right, it's a lot of validity. It's a lot of truth because you're already a teller. You're a truth teller. You already. But
that's a good way to put
I have
it.
nothing against bro. You know what I'm saying? Besides that, I won't do the things that you did in that setting. But the fact that you are a truth teller and you living in your truth and you able to tell that to other people, and some of the shit you say has a lot of value to it. And as far as niggas need to hear, because y'all be scared to say it or hear that shit because y'all fake. And that's the part I feel like motherfuckers say, oh, you feel like that until it's you. No, nigga, my mama dead already. I already know what death feel like. My little brother dead already. My mama died in my little brother's arms. My brother FaceTimed me. My mama's dying in his arms, and from her having cardiac arrest and a heart attack from the years and years of crack and heroin and drugs on her, and trying to move her come to Houston and talking to me with her gasping, dying breaths on a fucking FaceTime call. I buried my grandmas. I know death of my childhood best friend Mario Van Merlin dying right in front of us while we pull up to the scene of this robbery gone wrong, and my brother laying in the driveway and his blood smeared all over the cars and all over the garage because he drug himself 35, 45, 100 feet, however many fucking feet it was, from the inside of the house that he was robbing to the front driveway, and his blood is everywhere. And me being a 17, 18-year-old, whatever I was, kid, going out there and having to see my brother out there like that. Like, no, I know, I understand it, and I'm not afraid of experiencing it again because of the choices that I made in life and what I chose to be. Motherfucker come kill my daddy, kill my mama, kill my best friend, kill my daughter, kill my cousin. I know what I signed up for. Motherfucker do it to me. I know what I signed up for. So I don't expect the fucking, but people are still gonna do that because a lot of people are what's called, they're uninformed, and they're misguided and they're misinformed about the person that they're dealing with on a personal note, or they're looking over that because they only want to look at them as the entertainer and the sweet person that they loved at the moment. But at the end of the day, once you're in this, like, this shit be coming with shit. When you choose to fuck with this shit, don't be this shit. It's all fun and games when you in front of the microphone and you on camera, but then when the feds come, nigga, it's real. Now you gotta stand up, man up. Yeah. Or when the guns come and the death come and the violence come, nigga, your nigga wanna fight you, nigga wanna take your neck chain off your neck, nigga, you gotta put your life on the line, and you might get shot. You might get an injury to you where you're not gonna look the same. Yeah. You might can't go home to your kids. You might end up in a wheelchair. You know how many niggas I know that's in a wheelchair, nigga? They gotta shoot their dick up with steroids to fuck hoes, and they still a gangster. And they still chose to be in the street. They ain't give up on this shit. They ain't changed. Nigga, they mama did, cousin, this type of person got killed on accident. Nigga, I got shot. I'm paralyzed from the whoop up, and they still in the strip club throwing up bees and sneaking guns in underneath they fucking wheelchair. Nigga, that's the streets. Like, if you really in this shit, then that's what it is, bro. So, and at the end of the day, if you want to make it in this shit, then you need to do right by everybody. You know what I'm saying? Thanks. And know when it's the time to be what some people may consider wrong, but you just got to know that what you are doing is justice. It's a justified reason. That's why when America or countries go and bomb and do things in war, in their mind, what they did was just. When the police officer slays a man in the middle of the street, his family thinks that you could have shot him with a taser. What's the fucking difference, though? In his family mind, his mom, his cousin, a peace officer, what you're supposed to do is dilute the problem, diffuse the problem, stop this person, and detain them. That doesn't necessarily mean, and we see a lot of times where people of different races and ethnicities than me and you, black and brown, mixed, not white, but Mexican and black, once they get out of that and they attack police officers and disrespect police officers, they don't get shot with a gun to die. Mm-hmm. They get beat, tasered, slammed, argued with, but they don't get murdered, right?
And even if they do, you don't see it.
And if they do, you don't see it. It's not publicized. It's not advertised. Yeah. It's not put in your face. So the point that I'm making is that everything is about perception, bro. So if the people or the persons that is doing something, if they have rule, if they have evidence of all of these different reasons of why they had to do what they had to do, and it makes sense to a group of people more than just that person, then that means it was just. Because that's what a court of law is. It's either you're gonna be tried by jury or you're gonna be tried by this one person. But either way it go, it's a group of people listening to what happened. It's a group of people that's making a decision. It's a group of people exchanging opinions and ideas about what happened, and then we all making a verdict. So what creates justice and what's just is the reasons and the evidence behind whatever was the action that made you do the action, and do a bunch of people feel like that was worth saving a life, or that was worth taking a life, or that was worth risking a life. And if you in the streets and you choosing to put the streets up, or even if the streets you didn't choose it, the streets chose you, but you understand that you under a balance of what's called justice in the streets, you need to always be prepared and be ready for justice in the streets. And that means sometimes you can't always protect yourself. Everybody got to go. Everybody got to die in one day, and you can't pick how you die. But if you know you in these streets and you live in a certain type of way, then that means your kids ain't supposed to be around you at all. At certain point in time, your kids can't be with you no more. I'm a blood and a crip and a whoopty whoop and a whammy wham.
Yeah.
That's over with. Or go out and denounce yourself from everything. Go where everybody was just doing all this shit, like how they put you off the set when you're in California, you don't want to be a Crip no more. You got to get fought out like how you got fought in. And you have to make a public announcement. I want to drop my flag. I don't want to be a gangster no more. I don't want nothing to do with violence. I don't want nothing to do with nobody. Please leave me alone. I'm like Charleston White now. I'm going to call the police on you. I'm a snitch. Then a nigga leave you the fuck alone and get out your way. Then want nobody do shit to you. And then you could take yourself and your talents to Massachusetts or wherever you at to do your thing.
Straight to Utah.
You see what I'm saying? But when you constantly fucking around and getting involved and doing this shit, you don't know what. Everybody doing something, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel bad for the families and the kids and everybody, but at the end of the day, I don't know what nobody be doing for me to just say what ain't and what woo.
Facts,
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what a nigga doing to another nigga. Motherfucker don't know what motherfucker doing. Who you might told on somebody. I don't know what nobody be doing, period.
Yeah, word.
Ain't my business. I just know, don't play with me and mine. I ain't one of them.
So, we got to do this shit more often.
Ooh.
The reason why I wanted to review this interview is because a few days later, Walka got shot with his artist, Sayso P. The word on the street is Sayso P owed some people he knew in Memphis anywhere from $200,000 to $300,000. I think it was $285,000, where he ran away from the plug. He even rapped about not being able to come back to Memphis because it was so dangerous.
I'm back in Memphis, where niggas kill you for some pennies. I got niggas I grew up with said I can't come to my city. I'm back in Memphis.
They ended up killing Sayso P, and they ended up shooting Walka. The shooter saw it with Walka and spared him his life. Just seeing how Walka moves, he's very smart, he's very business oriented, and I believe since Walka moves with integrity, it just completely blows my mind the fact that, you know, a couple days prior, he's speaking on these situations, and the same situations that affected him in his hometown, and seeing the beefs, the killings and arrests, is pretty ironic how he spoke on them, one, and two, how he goes so in depth in the nature of the streets and how it's important to do good business and how important it is to keep, you know, positive relationships. Walka got a lot of flack because after Sayso P was shot, Walka just gave him a short RIP shout out and moved on. But what people don't see is his perspective. Put Walka in a bad situation. And I'm not here to say that Sayso P deserved the killing or whatever the case may be. But like I said, it's pretty ironic how he spoke on it. And it's pretty ironic how these same things go on in different areas. You know, Texas, Memphis, the streets mirror each other. So if you're not taking care of your responsibilities and if you're not moving how you need to move, it really puts everybody's life in danger. From Little Ronnie putting his daughter's life in danger to Sayso P putting Walka's life in danger. You got to make sure you're moving righteously, not for just you, but for everybody around you, even your friends and family. Because if it's a target on your back, it easily becomes a target on the people around you and your loved ones back as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I love you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. We out.